I don't get insurance.
I guess we do have to change our calendar over there then, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm always looking at the one.
Over here.
Yeah.
Well, the figures are correct.
How many counties are in this?
12.
I just read a deal the other day that the nitrate levels are up. Cheyenne
over.
County, well, the aquifer we're in, but
They're real bad at bird, I know.
There's a few communities east of us that they just recommend not you drinking the tap water anymore. Because of nitrates.
I think that's gonna be the norm before too long. It's all feedlots, dairies.
Hog confinements.
Mhm.
The 1,660, that's plus this,
No, yeah. Well,
or
this
is
is
that together?
It'll be $500 above that.
This is what we normally pay every year, and obviously we're paying it in two separate installments, the first in 6 months. So we owe $1,660 by February 5th. On top of that, they're asking for 500 and whatever dollars to pay for their new equipment out of the 12 counties.
I guess I would make a commitment to the $500 if all the other counties pay. I
Well,
don't want to send $500 because it'll never come back.
that's probably true.
I'm not saying they're not going to try to get the equipment, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know how we're going to find that out, who's going to participate.
Well,
who
when they
isn't.
all commit, to me, all commissions ought to be doing that. They all commit, and then we'll all send the money, and they can get their equipment. But just say, give us $500 for equipment, when we don't know. There might be some other counties that say, we're not gonna do that. Because there's a lot of places you can send water to be tested. You would go to McCook.
Yeah, but that doesn't help with them coming out and doing the inspections, especially for septic tanks and and
But the-
well caps and,
You know. I just don't wanna send $500 if some of the counties don't get involved, because they're gonna use the equipment too.
let me see that back a second.
That's not changing at all, right? No. Correct. Okay, so it's just, so when I call somebody, I'm just gonna be giving them the new blue cross. It's on them, they still have. Right, right.
You know, when they find oil on your property or harvesting it,
Drilling, pumping?
does that raise their taxes for the property?
Yeah. Irrigated ground is more than dry land.
It does do it then. Okay. I had some people ask me if they did that, and I thought, I would think that
Well,
they
oil and
would
gas
tax
is
you on the
handled
oil
differently.
after.
You're talking about oil and gas?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking about irrigation.
Yeah, no, oil and gas is different because they tax the royalties.
Yeah.
so it's not, it doesn't raise your property tax.
To the best of my knowledge. Now, that truly is a question for Amanda, because she's the one that does the assessments.
I'll go and ask her.
Yeah, that would be the better source on that.
There's a tax, but I don't know whether it's the oil company or the landowners, or both that pay it. I don't
It's
know.
the royalty holder.
Yeah.
Royalty interest holder. But as to the actual
I doubt-
surface
I
value.
doubt if it would raise the values, because there's a lot of people that own the land and don't own the mineral rights.
Right,
So you couldn't hardly raise the value of the land if you're not getting any of the minerals.
right.
Yeah,
Does
makes
that
Right.
make
sense.
sense?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's where the royalties
Yeah.
come in.
Well, I told them I didn't know, and I'd find out, so
You could check with Amanda, but
I bet you're right, yeah. You're a pretty smart guy.
I guess if you want to send the money, that's fine. I just,
Well, we can send a letter with it that if this
That if
equipment
it's-
is not purchased, send the money back.
Yeah, I think that'd be appropriate.
Right, you can condition it.
if we put a condition on it, yeah.
Okay, I think what we're looking at here is we need a motion to go ahead and approve our agreement with Northwest Kansas Local Environmental Protection Group, which the remaining balance from 2019 is $1,660 and it's due by February 5th. Also, on top of that, they've requested an additional $502.13 from each of the 12 counties to cover the cost of some new testing equipment. And the total on that testing equipment was $6,025.50. Rogers brought up a point that we would like to go ahead and move forward with that if a motion, if it's passed, but send a letter with a condition that if the equipment is not purchased or the money doesn't go towards the equipment purchase, we'd like to have it returned. Does that sound reasonable? Okay, do I hear a motion to go ahead and go forward with that?
That's all the,
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
And then the K-Camp Risk Avoidance Grant, and Dave might come in and talk about this too. We did receive a check for $2,000 toward the cost of a grill for a fire rescue truck, strobe lights for motor graders, backup alarm for a loader, and reflective cones for traffic control during road work. And this program has been renewed for 2020, so we can reapply for this.
Okay.
Also, it was asked at insurance time if the county would want to offer insurance to retired employees. It's employees that retire from age 62 until they're, I think 65 is when they go on Medicare. The employee that retires would be paying for it. And Julie is one I was talking to. She said you can charge up to 125% of the premium. But most counties do 2% just to cover, I guess, their cost. I don't know. But,
So it's not like a COBRA that extends.
basically, it's basically a COBRA, but it's cheaper.
And it,
I
they would
think
have to-
125% would be like what COBRA would cost someone, but like if you do the 2% above the premium, you know, it's not going to cost the county anything. The retiree is going to have to be the one paying for it, but
Okay.
it'll be under our.
Right. So we're not out anything. The retired employee is still going to pay the premium. We're just offering the opportunity to take
Right.
advantage of it.
And you're
We're going to
taking-
have to do a resolution, which we don't have ready at this time. We just wanted to see whether you guys wanted to do this to start with.
And you're going to restrict it to not to just retirees
Yeah,
or anybody
there's
who
a-
leaves
there's a-
service?
There's a statute that this falls under.
Okay.
So it's anybody that retires early.
Before 65.
Before 65.
I might be interested in that.
Now, the bush guard that you said for the fire truck, does that come out of the fire department?
Comes out of
Fire.
grant.
It was a grant.
Oh, it's a grant. Okay.
Okay. You need a motion for that, or you just want to make us aware?
I
Wait
don't
till the
know, I
resolution?
just wanted to see whether you wanted to do it, and then Leslie could work on a resolution for
Well,
it.
I can tell you from personal experience, it's tough hanging out there without insurance or without some kind of availability for affordable insurance. So I'm all for it personally.
I think if they retire from the county, you should be able to get something like that.
I do too. The state extends a service like that. I was on the states for quite some time after I retired.
There's 2% would be plenty for the paperwork.
She said that's what she recommended, and that's what most counties do.
Yeah, I'm in favor.
I'm in favor.
You want me to reach out, see if she has
An example, that would be great.
Okay, coming out of abatements. (2020) 000001 and through 3.
Max found out not to ride his scooter in the house.
I hadn't heard this story. What did he break?
Nothing.
Oh,
He was
okay.
back there by the bathroom and got on.
And we need the,
He brought it out to show me what he got, because with his money.
what's that?
And I just don't think he thought it would go that fast, and he got on it and he pushed it. He flew through the,
I think he's still doing his blanks up.
when he went by, I was laughing.
Okay.
Or it was,
I have some
he bailed on, or
Okay.
stopped in the kitchen.
He's a crazy kid. Ken, you'll have to see one of those as Kale's. Should I just recuse myself or?
Yeah, you should abstain. Which, how are you gonna do that? Both of you have to.
I don't know.
You're saying you and Roger?
Just a release sign?
What then?
Yeah, how do you?
What is the hierarchy? If two commissioners are conflicted out on a vote, who steps up?
Goes the clerk, if I remember right.
I think you're right.
So Willie would motion, I would second? Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
Yep. Roger and I we can do the two as board, but the one, it'll be Willie and Scott. Because I think the chain of command or the hierarchy is county clerks next. Okay, need a motion to accept, or let's take that one out. Need a motion to go ahead and approve two abatements. The first one is
So
2020-000003 and 2020-000001. One is for minus $341 and the other one is minus $458. Is there a motion to go ahead and approve these abatements?
I make motion to approve those two abatements.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the third one, since Roger and I have a conflicting interest in this particular abatement, we will not vote.
So I'll go ahead and make a motion to, I better use these things. Cheaters. 202-00002 abatements. Make a motion to approve that.
second?
Aye.
No, all those in favor?
All those in favor, say
Aye.
aye.
Okay,
Motion passed.
I'll let you sign it.
Wow, who knew? Said, wow, who knew?
The top one or the bottom one?
Yeah, top one. Okay.
And then Ryan has the, to be appointed to the Northwest Region Homeland Security Council.
He's already on there, isn't he?
Yeah, he just needs to be reappointed for the year.
Okay, need a motion to go ahead and reappoint Ryan Murray to the Northwest Kansas Regional Homeland Security Council.
Motion to reappoint Ryan Murray to the Northwest Kansas Regional Homeland Security Council.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
resolution 20-2, it's the RAWS resolution we have to do every year. It's just stating that we participate, but we don't. It allows businesses to
Participate in it.
participate, the county doesn't.
This is if we sign now.
It's the first one. This one.
Okay. So it's good for a period of 5 years. Yeah, there's so much sickness in town right now. I'm afraid to go anywhere.
Did we have anybody use this last year?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I mean, there could have been.
Okay, need a motion to go ahead and approve Resolution 20-2. It's the resolution of the Board of Cheyenne County Commissioners authorizing participation in the Rural Opportunity Zone Student Loan Repayment Program.
So moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Who?
Roger Willie.
Sorry. Okay. Then I received the bill from the Northwest Kansas Planning and Development, and I know there was talk at the time because their taxes are past due, whether you guys wanted to pay this or not. So I thought I'd bring it to you before anything was done.
I'm not sure when their January board meeting is. I do know that some of this stuff is going to be addressed at that meeting. But I guess the bottom line is we have a couple of properties that were purchased and developed by this Northwest Kansas Planning and Development Commission. The taxes have not been paid on them for, well, ever since they took possession of them. So we're getting up there about $9,000 in unpaid taxes.
Is that the ones in Bird City?
Yes.
And what you can do is you can table that and see what happens at the meeting
Okay.
and have someone reach out in regards to those unpaid taxes.
We've tried. I went to the last meeting in Hill City. Actually, one of the commissioners from Goodland and I both were planning on bringing this up, but it was more of a Christmas party setting. Wasn't really the appropriate place to. And I think he and I both are planning on going to the next meeting if we can make it happen. But I talked to one individual who thought that none of their properties, the taxes have been paid on in Northwest Kansas.
For what period of time?
I'd have to, Amanda's the one that brought it to my attention, so you might get that information from her, because all I had was a sticky note with the totals on it.
And it's the real estate taxes, correct?
Yes.
So if it's been for a long period of time, why aren't they showing up on the tax foreclosure?
It's either 2 or 3 years.
I think
They're
she had-
behind, I know.
I think she had 2 years' worth.
Okay, all right, that would explain it.
But anyway, if you want to do that, and here's,
I think the way I took it when she explained it is they're basically staying off the tax sale,
yeah,
but they're behind, so
I just learned that there are some counties that they have been directed to apply any taxes paid to the most current, so that people cannot come in and pay that 1 year to stay off the tax
Yeah.
sale.
I think if we saw a trend in that, if we had some abuse of that, I could see that.
well, yes, maybe they're abusing it, but why are they not current?
There's
Especially
a
when
lot of
they're,
it.
especially when they're receiving tax dollars.
Yeah. Well, some of this I didn't fully understand. I mean, I understand the process of how they obtain their money, but then there seems to be very little discussion on how they spend it.
Is this a membership that we're paying?
Yes, yes.
Some of it. Yeah.
Some of it is.
Yeah, it is.
And I
I
forget,
move we table it until the next meeting,
I think that's appropriate.
or whenever they have their meetings, we find out what's going on.
I think that's a good idea.
I second that motion. Did you have to ask for the motion?
No, not to tell you.
Next is hospital board member. We have 2 applications.
Before we go to the reorganization meeting, I'm sure you have it correct, but it's not First National Bank anymore.
FNB, yeah. Sorry.
But I don't know, you know. I'm sure the bank cards will be right.
What is it called now?
FNB.
Oh, just FNB.
And then the airport commission members, is that just, some of them go on, some come off?
The city of St. Francis they approve 2 at their meeting.
So Dave and whoever else is.
Dave and, I think it was Rodney Braceland, they approved.
Oh, okay, the city puts them on.
On the bank card situation, I emailed Dolores yesterday to see if she had any bank cards for this meeting because Shannon resigned November. I'm assuming she hadn't taken it off there yet because we haven't signed any bank cards. And I never did hear back from her, anything. If she had the bank card or not, so I'm assuming she doesn't.
Is this the wick from the electrician? It's not like we have people beating the door down to get on this.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Do you want to go in executive session and discuss these, or?
You can't, it's an appointment.
Oh.
Any discussion, recommendations?
Has the hospital board reviewed these?